Hello everyone, how we doing? What's new? What's happening? Why can't I hear myself? I'm picking up on lav mic. Aha. My earbuds are just near to muted. Welcome in, everyone. Happy to have you here. Happy Wednesday. Happy Ingredient Challenge Day. I'm working with Gnocchi tonight. Gnocchi. No. Damn it. Now that's gonna start a whole script of things. That's annoying me. My stream deck has still been acting a little laggy lately. It's been getting slower. Not quite sure why. Not quite sure what's up there. Could be. This computer hates USB apparently now. I don't know. Let's start off some coffee, and then we'll have some wine a little bit later. Thank you for the follow. Guess we're off to the left a little bit tonight. Well, awesome, Berkman. Tonight's my ingredient challenge night. On Wednesdays, I hold a weekly vote. And so chat through my Discord has voted this week that I have to use gnocchi as an ingredient to make dinner and dessert. So that is the plan here tonight, and the plan here on every Wednesday. Beyond that, sort of what I feel like doing, but I do have chat ability to theme weeks. Oops, a little bit over there on my pour. Hey, Rocket. Welcome, welcome. Just working on pouring myself a cup of joe. Give it a full 30 minutes. Wow, that is still loud yet again. Let's try about there for the alerts from now on. And still rather delayed. That upsets me. I think I've worked out a few of the other issues. I hope. I don't really know. I'm gonna try making gnocchi donut holes for dinner. Well, for dessert. For dinner, I'm doing like adult mac and cheese. Cheers, folks. Thank you for joining in with me tonight. Greatly appreciate it. Where to start with things? I think we gotta start off with the beef, actually. Oh, we can start with the wine, too. We're gonna need one of those packs of stock. You love gnocchi? I don't mind gnocchi. I think I sort of prefer pasta. But that's typically because, like, it's probably more my fault than anything else. Because I've had some amazing, very light dinners made with gnocchi. But I never order that. And so, it always, I think of it as being too heavy. So over there, we've got stock melting. And over here, we're going to have some Francis Ford Coppola Rosé reducing. I bought 3 different types of gnocchi to try out tonight. This is the sort of traditional one. And I sort of have a royal gripe about this packaging. Tell me, when you see this, other than the label De Secco, what are the first words that you read? And now that I've sat here and read it, specifically formulated for people allergic to gluten. It's potato. Anyways, so we got that one. We got the potato one. That's, you know, shockingly gluten-free. And then we've got a chickpea gnocchi. And a cauliflower gnocchi. It smells like booze. I can smell that wine. Once we get the stock going, I'll get that out of the way. We'll start working on the beef. Hey, the giveaway didn't crash the stream yet. Awesome. I guess all my overlays are messed up tonight. Actually, we're gonna switch scenes real quick here. We're gonna switch through a whole bunch of scenes, so things are gonna flash. If you got flashing issues, don't look. Sorry for the louder music for a second there. That's my intro level for music. And that means I have to fix this everywhere I go. At least it's a lot quicker for me to fix it these days. I know the tricks now. Fix these overlays in every one of my scenes. It's probably messed up a whole bunch of other ones that I can't even see right now. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Again. And it didn't even fix it over here. Oh, I did that to the wrong thing. There we go. Well, that's it, folks. Just kidding. Thank you for the follow. So our wine has started bubbling away. Our stock is almost defrosted. Can almost get into searing that beef. So the plan for tonight is to make like a gnocchi bake along the lines of a like mac and cheese bake. But I am going to make my bechamel using the chicken stock and wine that you see on the stove. And then we're gonna coat that with boiled gnocchi, add a whole bunch of cheese into the party, and then throw it in the oven. And while that's baking, I'm going to take some of these. I'm going to try all 3 of them. I really only want these for the dessert. Well, the chickpea ones are probably fine. Cauliflower I don't really want for dessert, so I may only save a couple of the cauliflower ones to try. I'm gonna boil them. I'm gonna let them air dry so that they're like tacky dry to the touch. And then I'm gonna fry them and turn them into gnocchi donuts. And coat them in sugar and cinnamon. And if I get energetic, maybe I'll make a chocolate sauce to dip them in. How's that sound, folks? That dry towel just didn't quite cut it. You okay, computer? I'm hearing glitches in the music. All right, I think we've melted our chicken stock, so we can pull that off the flame. We'll add that onto the flame. I like that in there. Let's put you over here. I add a bit more oil to this pan. I say a bit more, that there is no oil in that pan yet, but adding oil to the pan because lean beef, this is the 4% stuff. Some more. Getting them sprinkles for theme submissions and giveaways when we get the follower levels goals. How close are we on our current one? We have to be getting somewhat close. Oh, we're only 25 away. There you go, chat. Only have to get me 25 more viewers to get a giveaway going. Wait until we get to almost smoke temp here, or light smoke off of our sunflower oil. Which we are starting to get a light haze going, so. Oh, salt first. What am I doing? Diaper. I so wish I had like an editor that, you know, wouldn't cost like $400 an episode, sort of a thing. I could just do episodes of things like me saying diaper over and over and over again and just showing different meat diapers. Hi, Zara. I need to find more of this spoon. Like, it was a part of a 3-spoon set, but I need, like, I don't need all these huge spoons I have. Like, I've got spoons that I don't even leave out. They're so large. Like, this is what I need. Weird earbud stopping music. I'm still astonished that for a $30 set of earbuds, like, they have touch capacitant, and not only touch capacitance, they have like several things you can do with it. Cutting the heat off on the wine. Did you have tea or coffee this time yesterday? Cayenne. That's what caffeine does to you. Your brain's smart enough to realize 24 hours later, oh, yesterday I had this. So I'm going to make you tired because I'm going to get that a little bit later. Because you're going to give that to me again, right? And a little cumin. A little more cumin. Nutmeg and mustard. Well, the other one that I always tell everyone all the time, and I've said it on this stream way too many times. The average human's stomach, their lining of their stomach, has more neurons in it, brain cells, neurons, in your stomach wall than there is in the average cat's brain. The average human stomach is smarter than your cat's, Sahara. Well, that's calling your cat's average. Your cats are obviously not average. All right, cutting the heat on that. Let our beef sit. That's sort of the pan I wanted to use for this. Adding this to the wine. Hey, Rob. It's been a while since I've seen those. Those used to be awesome shows. Those used to be great. Adding our wine and chicken stock mixture to the roux. Making me think I gotta watch a couple of those shows again. Maybe steal some tricks. That's a little bit warm for what I want. I got a bit more stock in there. Where'd you go? What'd I do with you? Now we're going in with the heavy cream. That's interesting. That goes under the following. Why is Twitch competing against its creators? Coffee. Coffee. I can honestly say, chat, I have never woken up in a fireplace. I don't know, have I not lived life yet? Alright, so that's nice and warm and yummy. That's ready to go for when we're ready with it. We got this ready to go with that. Got this ready to go. We can throw our cream away because we don't need that for right now. Yes, we're gonna throw this in the trash, chat, right? Boiling. How do I want to go about boiling all this? I think we're pulling you out. Hey, Dirt. How you been? So I guess I'm just gonna boil all of these. I'll do them in 3 batches and keep them separate. I think we'll do potato, then chickpea, and then cauliflower as far as our... I've got 3 types of gnocchi. I know this is like either 2 or 4, but there's 3 different packages here. One of them is the traditional potato based, and then I've got one that's chickpea and one that's cauliflower. We're gonna try the differences. I'm gonna mix them all together for the main dish and try them differently for dessert just to see what they're like. Uh-oh. That's okay. Asphalt's, I mean, I don't know, science is changing, but the old way is, you know, as soon as the steamroller hit it, you were fine to drive on it. But that's not to say that they didn't close off the road all day or something. Ah. I'm all for all these new ideas for, you know, using plastics for other things, and let's just get rid of, you know, reality is it just doesn't make money to recycle it, so we're not going to recycle it. But I've seen several things out there about, and I guess they've done it in India some, where they're recycling plastic and turning them into roads. I think that has to be like one of the worst ideas ever. Just putting that out there. To begin with, you're making a road, and the whole thing with asphalt is, you know, trucks, big heavy trucks roll all over it. Criminals who have their tires shredded drive all over it. And it creates little pebbles and little dirts and flecks off all over the place. But it's asphalt, so you don't care. Plastic, we would probably care a little bit more. And let's also include in there that asphalt is like stupid cheap. I mean, not that plastic is all that expensive. It's a lot more expensive than asphalt, though, in production cost. But I've been, for several weeks now, my sort of AFK viewing, I typically have something running in the house while I'm doing stuff, whether, you know, it's one thing or the other. And lately it's been police chases. And just how many cars they, like, it's generally like the first step they go to when you get to someone that's, you know, being a nuisance on the roads. Tear up their tires. And then they drive all over the roads with, you know, nothing but their rims. Which... Well, the thing is yeah. Well, the thing is we need to make proper recycling, and we're very minimally doing that. We basically don't recycle anything. We like to say we recycle everything. Companies love to put recycling symbols on stuff so they can market to you that, hey, it's a recycling container. I used to do it myself. But none of it actually really gets, like, other than like the glass bottles, the pop bottles, and that sort of stuff. Basically none of it gets, like, any of the thin plastics that have been in touch with food or anything like that. They can't separate all the junk out from the plastic in order to get a clean plastic. Even melting it, even putting it in water, even... And a lot of that's from, I mean, a lot of what we claimed that we recycled, we were really just shipping off to China or other third world countries now until they refused to keep taking it. And China refused to stop taking stuff, I don't know, 5-10 years ago. We moved on to all the other smaller Asian countries and just, here, take our trash. We at least have a recycling bin and rules about recycling. And I mean, with all the TV shows and stuff, they've made several TV shows about the waste systems in San Francisco and the area around here. I would guess we're probably one of the more developed areas as far as recycling and all of that. We're also on the coast that's easiest to ship it all. But we still have, you know, the recycling separate. A lot of places, from what I understand, they still keep them separate and they receive them separate, but the trash companies are just burying all of it. I guess I'm talkative tonight, chat. There's other things that I just, like, they so need to redo the pop can recycling law in California. Like, first off, in this day and age, 5 cents for a can. Like, not even the bums worry about that. But additionally, out here, if you want to recycle your stuff, and like I said before, I've got my cans since COVID. I don't anymore, but until really recently, I had all of my cans since the beginning of COVID, which was like 8 or 12 cases or something like that. And I never returned any of them because the only way you can return them is during very specific hours and very specific days at these, like, essentially cargo containers dumped off in random places like churches and the back of 7-Elevens and... So we're like, here, jump through all these hoops and maybe we'll recycle it. I'm realizing right now that I threw out that top piece of Parmesan the other night because I was frustrated it dropped out of the fridge and was like, I was saving this for a sauce or something. Tonight would have been perfect for using it. Boil water. Boil. Here, have some salt. Have some salt encouragement. Some salty encouragement. Got it. Oh, my cameras aren't focused. Let's fix my camera focus. That's what happens when you spend them 5K at a stream. Cheers, everyone. Hey, that's lined up perfectly too. Cheers, sucks. Hey, John. Follow me, camera. We're not boiling yet, even with salty persuasion. Oh, hey, that's out of whack now too. This is so fun. it's something close to right. I'm gonna have to fix all of these off stream. Not really, John. I've made some changes. I've made some stuff. I've improved things. I'm continuing to improve things. But I have so many different alerts, and I have several alerts that are so vague that I have no idea what they are in my event viewer, that I'm not 100% sure what actually caused it. So unless I continue to replicate it, my main suspicion is the USB with the motherboard is not happy. There's no exact science behind it other than I've got 5 gazillion things plugged into it, and the most obvious issue that I've had, other than extreme CPU usage and blue screens, is USB connectivity issues and power output from them too. This one over here, I've gotten the overlay view. I've gotten several like changes to it depending on, I think, how much power is going into it, in the quality of the camera, and actually it's like sort of like reset its output from my settings in the past, and I think it's because of power issues. And XMP has caused me issues in the past. That's been quite a while though. That was like before I was streaming. And I can always tell when there's something waiting to be updated with Windows on my other machine, because whenever there's a new update from Windows Update, suddenly my taskbar, my Windows the bar at the bottom, the start bar, doesn't auto hide anymore. Whenever, you know, I let the system go to sleep, I come back, it gives me an alert that the auto hide bar is already hidden or something. But then again, I've been rocking 2 monitors for quite a while. Windows has never liked multiple monitors. Wearing new pants today, by the way, chat. I know that's exciting. I know this is the fashion show of the century. Did I forget any stickers? You see my stylish pants behind my apron. I think everyone has, John. Especially when they keep adding new ones in different places. Like, I'm used to the long one coming down the leg, but then they started adding them to the back pocket, and now they got two of them on the back, and oh, you're a fan of the oh, what's his name? Al from Home Improvement. Look, the flannel plaid. Wasn't it? Now I'm second guessing that. What was his name? Thank you for the follow. My alerts will eventually catch up. And again, I still find it hilarious that I've watched basically that entire series of Home Improvement. At some point, I think I've seen just about every episode in the series. And I don't think I've been through a full episode of his newer series. Oh yeah, they're done for you. Late night TV talk shows, sitcoms. Yeah, now it's all got to be interconnected series that people can binge and why you know boil water? Boil. Well, it's also the natural progression of things. You see it even here with streaming and TikTok. You got to be out there and be the first to create the new content so you can sell that content to that platform and be the first to sell it on that platform. The sitcoms, and that was all TV, and that was all. And so now we sit here and compare everything new that comes on TV to, everything else in the past history. All that stuff that came out didn't have to compete against anything. It was competing against radio in black and white. It's sort of like you look at the TV shows of the 80s, the 70s and late 70s, early and maybe all of the 80s into the early 90s. They just threw money at TV, like enormous explosions, just destroying cars all over the place. Now it's sort of like What? You want to spend money on something? And so as I see it, you know, we had radio and old school movies. We got into TV. Now we're moving into YouTube. Now we're moving into streaming and TikTok. Streaming's sort of separate from all of it. It's sort of like you stream to make all the other stuff. Only reason I'm not breaking into that wine right now is I don't want it to disappear before I make dinner. Okay, I'm tired of waiting on this thing. We're gonna put a lid on this. That's something I should change. It's probably already set and just doesn't show well. Where is hydrate? Yeah, it is already set. Okay, it just doesn't show. It's set to fade. I put a sheet pan over the top instead of for a lid. Try and trap some of that steam and try and get that whole thing going. It's right on the edge. Like it's circulating. You know, it's right on the edge of boiling, but it's not quite there. So the steam popping out of the edge there is promising. Just like a little poof of steam every now and then. Can't hardly see it. It's much more apparent in real life than it is on stream. All right, that's good enough for me. Where's my first batch? Here's my first batch. Here's our first batch gnocchi. All of them going in. These are the potato ones. Thomas Keller would not approve. I'm sorry, Thomas. one of the rules that I know of for foods. Well, one of the standards that they have in their kitchen at the French Laundry is you add something into water to blanch it, to boil it, to cook it. It should not lose its boil by putting the item into it. It should maintain a minimum boil by adding the ingredient. Otherwise, you've shocked it too far. So we're waiting for these to float, which they're just starting to do. And I'm gonna take a pan and parchment and throw them on the pan and parchment. Oh, some of them. Some of them are just gonna go in a bowl. Bit olive oil. The ones that I'm putting on the parchment, I'm trying to keep nice and separated. Because you got to keep them separated. Oh, it's been a minute since I've heard any offspring. Do a little cheaty. Potato. I drew a line. I'll get the garnish later, Buns. I'm thinking it might have been a mistake going with 3 packages. Gnocchi, I think that's quite a bit of gnocchi. There's another chair right there. Which one is this? Cauliflower, isn't this? Is the last one. All right, I'm gonna just drop them straight in from removing the lid this time. And these are the chickpea based ones. They got a little bit more of a brownish color to them. They're a little more chickpea like. See what these are like just by themselves, plain with a little olive oil on them. Probably like potato. Yep, that's potato-like. Not my... I don't know if it's my favorite potato flavor. It's just potato flavor there. Tastes like Play-Doh. No, not quite Play-Doh. These chickpea ones are taking longer. They're softer too. At least to start. I wonder what Play-Doh uses as a starch in their containers to keep it from sticking to their containers. I wonder if they use like cornstarch. Like it's food, it's non-toxic. So I mean, I'm gonna turn the dairy sauce or the dairy sauce flame back on. I'm gonna add a bit of chicken stock to help loosen it up a bit. And then I'm gonna go ahead and mix that with the gnocchi over there. Yeah, these are much more delicate. They're falling apart in the water. Need more of a binder to them than just the bean, the legume. Dried oregano. Just sort of trying to mix them all in as they get into the bowl of delicious sauce. Sahara. Yeah, that one just played the other day, didn't it? Dad joke, recycling jokes already. One last time for the cauliflower. It's getting hot in here. Turn the fan on over here. Yeah, you keep boiling. Cheers, chat. That'd be tasty. That'd be bright and acidic too. That's gonna make my mouth water. In with the cauliflower gnocchi. The last batch. Oh, I didn't save any. Aww. I didn't save any chickpea for the dessert. What am I drinking? I am both drinking and using this rosé in my main dinner dish tonight. And this is Francis Ford Coppola's vineyard. This is one of 3 wines that they sell out of supermarkets and are widely distributed. I'm not usually the biggest fan of the whole Diamond series ones. This has been pretty tasty so far, though. That's a beautiful, like, salmon rose color there. Reminds me of one of the first Rieslings I liked. Is a dry Riesling, not a sweet Riesling. There's all sorts of wonderful sweet Rieslings. But the Finger Lakes, New York, Salmon Creek. Good stuff. I just stopped the music, didn't I? Yep. Oh, music. Why did you stop on me? See what the chickpea ones taste like with the... Wow. You can tell they're chickpea too. Now you can tell these are potato. You can tell those are chickpea. When I said it needed more of a bind, like, it turned my mouth into the stickiness, like, my mouth entirely wanted to stick, like, even worse than, like, peanut butter and jelly stuck to your mouth. Like, it wanted to seal my entire mouth, like I was Neo in the Matrix being interviewed or interrogated. All right, so these are cauliflower ones. Make sure and throw a few of these over here to try out for the fried ones. Stay on the right side of the line. We still got more. Get rid of the hot water. Hope there's nothing in my sink right now. Nah, but I think this will affect. Get rid of that heat from the kitchen. Because this kitchen be hot. Pour some cold water in that pan, cool that down, and get rid of some of the steam coming up here even still. All right. Combo time. Add our ground beef in with our gnocchi and sauce. Salt. Because I didn't salt any of those gnocchi. Lots of salt. I wonder if no one's getting tickets to TwitchCon this year. Like, they're now doing like a banner ad on Twitch.com. I have no intentions of going this year. But that's mostly to do with it's at Vegas. I just don't really have a huge desire to go to Vegas anytime soon. Lovely wax rind. That would be Fontina cheese. I sort of think of Fontina as like the block or shredded version of Vivarte. Add a splash more chicken stock. Give this another mix. I don't know why I'm caring about the Ziploc on this. I bought this thing planning to use it. This is mozzarella. So now if I wanted to, I could just stop right here. I mean, this is amazingly easy bachelor type dinner if you want it to be. But of course, since it's both ingredient challenge night and me, we're going to take it a couple steps further. I guess the first step of taking it further was using some decent cheese like Fontina and real Parmesan. I can taste the wine in that, which was the desired effect of reducing that wine and mixing it with the sauce. All right, that's looking good there for filling that up. Let me give this another dose of mozzarella over the top. Hey, Maz. How you been? What's new? What's happening? Happy Wednesday to you. Me too. And Parmesan. Cap off the top here. gonna start heating up the oven here. Let's see what we got as far as our regular bitch. I've sort of tried it already, but let's see what we got over here. The whole thing mixed together minus being baked. It's already stringy with the mozzarella. Oh yeah, that's yummy. I gotta stop myself. It's dinner, not now. But yeah, that chickpea, it just glues the mouth. Like I think I only got like a partial one in that. Not afraid of soap, chat. Oh, darn. I was going to use up the last of the sour cream I had in this mix, too. Oh, well. Last time I was in Vegas, they had just gotten rid of all of the buffets basically everywhere because they instituted the Nevada laws for no smoking. I wonder if the casinos all still smell like stale smoke. I assume they do. Oh, you probably can still smoke while you're gambling there. Pretty sure you can still smoke while you gamble here, too. The good old California Indian casinos everywhere. Probably can't go 100 miles without hitting an Indian casino in California. I think there's 3 of them in Sonoma County. The one in Sonoma County that I have been to, like when I moved here, there was one that was sort of like this little, like, it was like a roadside motel that had been converted into a casino. It was sort of like, it's not really a casino. And then they went and built a full-fledged casino with a full-fledged hotel attached to it, like across the freeway from it. A couple years later. And there's another one somewhere, I want to say far up north, almost like Napa area, maybe like Calistoga area of Sonoma. The one that I've been to, the big one, the new one that I was talking about there, the one with the hotel and all that, I've been in there a couple of times now to grab dinner, that sort of a thing. And they have, it just occurred to me while I was talking about it, like they allow smoking in there, or at least used to. I don't know current, but they used to have in California where, you know, you basically cannot smoke anywhere. Like, I think in Burbank, you're not even allowed to legally smoke in your own backyard. But I think that they have, like, you know, like anywhere that's actual casino floor, you can smoke. Oh, that was out here because I'm going to fill that with oil. But I was royally bummed that they got rid of all, like, the buffets were awesome at casinos. Like, especially back in the day. Now it's getting, I mean, too standardized, common fare corporate, but and as a chef, I'm not overly excited about any of the restaurants that are in Las Vegas. There's a few that are out there. Occasionally there's a cool name. Like, I wouldn't mind checking out what Martha created with her space, her first restaurant of her own sort of making. But the vast majority, like, there is no real chef culture there. It's, for the most part, cases like what happened here with Martha or any of the major names that I know of in Vegas. The hotel said, hey, we'll staff and build a restaurant for you. You just build the theme and put your name on it so we can market it. And that's what it is. In many cases, it's the same hotel staff that run the same resort or casino. And they're just doing the menu that, you know, Emerald created, or, you know, Ramsey or whoever. I think Golden Corral will last anything at this point. You'd have to have, we'd have to have World War III and a redoing of the entire food industry in order to take out Golden Corral. I mean, how can you go wrong with Chocolate Fountain? Or whatever it is. I mean, Chocolate Fountain buffet and hugely over tenderized cheap steaks. It's Americana, like, epinified. I think the only way you can make it more American is sub out the Chocolate Fountain for a Dairy Queen. Lots of ripe fruit on the nose on this. A lot of, like, I don't want to call it green apple, but a very green apple, acidic-y, bright nose smell. Very similar to that in this. My grandparents loved Hometown Buffet. Or what was it before it was Hometown Buffet? I don't know. But like anytime I was going home to see grandparents, it was sort of like, we're gonna go to a buffet. Okay. But then again, with parties and people, the buffets are sort of great for that. I mean, it's a great, you know, eat whatever you want and as much as you want. How we doing on our oil temp back here? 200-ish. Is our oven up the temp yet? Nope. Need a bowl. This'll work. Maybe it won't. Do our sugar here. Going to add some cinnamon. Yeah, a little cardamom. That's our oven beeping that we're up to 350, so I'm gonna throw the gnocchi in the oven. Oh, come on, Google. Just need the ratio. Just need the ratio. Just give me the ratio. Bit more heavy cream going in the pan. Bit of sugar. Bit more cinnamon. Bit of heat over here. We'll get that all mixed up and warmed up. I don't know why I bought this brand of chocolate chips. I'm not a big fan of this brand. I think they overcooked their cocoa. I think they burned it. That's just my opinion. Oil's at 345, so I'm gonna cut the heat for just a minute since I'm working on this chocolate thing. Dad joke. So here we have our milk chocolate dipping sauce, or sort of ganache. A little thinner than a ganache. I almost threw that in the sink without eating it. Didn't see nothing. We there yet, temp? We equalize out, we 350-ish. Pretty much there. Let's see how these fry up. I'm standing back a bit because I am worried about popping. Especially with a commercial product. A fresh handmade product, I would be much less worried about them doing something weird or interesting in order to make them stay nice gnocchi things, especially long term in a package. But I'm gonna wait for them to float up here and be ready to come out before I do another batch here. Next batch, we're gonna go in with a few more. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't creating little oil bombs here. All this police chase watching that I've been doing lately here makes me wonder why. It has to be some sort of legal reason behind it. But I totally don't understand why we don't have cars and trucks that can drop a or precision shoot or precision aim a tire deflation device. I think I'm gonna go with those. Those are looking nice and light golden brown. They're nice and crunchy feeling in the thing. Give them a roll in the paper towel. Roll in the sugar. They didn't puff up as much as I had hoped or expected. But let's give one of these a shot before I fry a bunch of them up. That's sort of weird. We're gonna make more of these. I'm gonna try with the cauliflower here first, but that was very much like a combination of a McDonald's French fry and a donut. Like, it had that same powerful potato flavor that a McDonald's fry has. But, like, it's like if you made a donut out of McDonald's French fries. That's very intriguing. I think I need to try another one of these. Everything in the oil is magnetic. That's always the case. Yeah, that's pretty much how I would explain it. Someone made a donut out of McDonald's French fries. If you think about it with the oil, anything that you're frying is going to be the coldest point in that oil. And so the oil, in order to keep moving to create its convection, in order to dissipate the heat that I'm putting into it from the flame, is always going to concentrate those cold things together. The forces are always going to push them together. So just about everything that you put in a fryer is always going to act like it's pretty much magnetic. Ooh, these are browning up much more. I might go with these right now. I gave the other ones longer. These cauliflower ones brown up nicely. The question is, are they going to taste like cauliflower donuts? Give one a shot. Gotta get that chocolate. You know, I think that almost goes better as a dessert than the potato. I'm very surprised by that. It's very, like, it's very neutral. You can't hardly tell that it's... You can tell that it's something that's not, like, flour. It's not donut. I have a feeling that this was great and people loved it. It'd already be a hit, though. I mean, look at how easy this is. I just boiled them and frying them. And you have donuts. This is absolutely perfect wine for summer out day. Like any of these rosés that I've tried in the last year or so, they've all been great. I've been impressed by most of them. There's been one or two out there, but vast majority of them have been great. And you know, going out to the beach, going hanging out for the day drinking sort of a thing, I would probably much rather grab one of these than beers. Sorry, Bud Light fans. I think the texture on the potato is probably better though. Those cauliflower ones, the flavor I think is better, but these probably going to be texture-wise going to be better. They're definitely crispy. They're like crunchy crispy. Has he completely forgotten about his dinner? Yeah, he sort of has. How's our dinner looking? Oh, that's looking ready. We can turn that off. Let that just hang out. That one's just one big clump. I don't know if I'm breaking that one up. I don't know if I can get it broken. It's already all stuck into my thing. My spider's all stuck up. I have a stuck up spider, chat. There's dessert, chat. I don't think I'm gonna bother with these last couple. As if I'm not gonna survive with those. Turn the heat off of the oil. Put a lid on that so I don't have to worry about it. Get rid of the pan. I think it's time for the big reveal of the cheesy madness that we got going on in the oven here. What do you think, chat? You ready for the cheese? We got the chocolate and the sugar. Now it's time for the cheese. Let's grab ourselves a photo or two here. Throw these up in the Discord here in a bit. Yeah, it does. It's whatever's most freshest, and when I disable things and enable things, Twitch treats them as new. Uh-huh, it's in the middle of an ad. Moment of truth. Cheese pull time. Little pebble of deliciousness. Let's give this a shot and see what this tastes like. I've tried most of this already. I have a feeling this is going to be amazing without even trying it. But, yeah. Cheers. I don't know. That'll do nicely. I can handle that. That's quite yummy. And then we got our little donut-like fried gnocchis with a chocolate sauce to dip in. That was a cauliflower one. Didn't taste like a McDonald's fry. So what do you think, folks? Do you think this works for ingredient challenge for tonight? Would you be interested in trying this for gnocchi sometime? All right, I'm not seeing much out there tonight. Let's see here. What do we got over here? All right, I'm gonna call it there, folks. Greatly appreciate you all coming to hang out with me tonight. Had fun with this. It's been a while since I've done gnocchi. Typically I make it, so it was fun playing with it already pre-made. Gonna be back here on Friday doing regional favorites. Zahara's theme. We're going to be doing... I've already looked up a couple... I haven't made solid plans for any of it yet. I've looked up a couple of state foods. There's some states that actually have state foods, some that don't. I guess you have to deal with the overlay not being messed up and not being able to see my captions. Sorry about that. But I hope to see you back here on Friday. We'll be coming out with something interesting. I've got a couple of different options, a couple of things that's already potentially. But I want to plan out the full week beforehand. That way I can, you know, try and save some money by, you know, not completely shopping for every single day individually. Which I have a tendency to do. Greatly appreciate y'all joining me. I hope you all have a lovely evening. Good night, everyone.